Okay, it is going to be very strange not being the tank. Alright, let's eat some kind of food. Get me some kind of a damage buff. Damage dealing buff. There. Oh, tank is AFK, huh? Alright, fine. Yes, fine. Just a few things. Tank do his thing. Bigger poles then. That's fine. Doesn't seem to have the tank stance on. Right. Well. This is going to be interesting. Like I said, it's going to be weird not being the tank. It is going to be weird. Oh well, that's fine. We'll have to learn the other there we go. Finally. Tank stance is on. Alright. I didn't even say anything. Figured if they don't wanna do this with the tank stance, then probably say something before the first boss, right? That's where it matters, at least in Lullaby. Somehow the game really likes to put me in this instance. It's like half the time I do this with D, we are in here, and it seems like when I do this solo, we are in here. It's a little strange to say the least, but hey. Only having two attacks again is a little annoying. Well, that's fine, I suppose. Oh yeah, I should probably burn cooldowns here, including some stuns and stuff too, so I can take pressure, or at least a little bit pressure off the tank. be nice to get some laser loot out of this. Apparently I got the caster gloves. Alright. Fine. Now I have caster gloves. Spellcaster first. First thing to die. Thank you. Very much dead now. I may have to level me a paladin as well at some point. Just to have a different look at the different tanks, you know, that sort of thing. I haven't mentioned this before. I'm not having any noise. Mildly inconvenient and slightly annoying. Although I have to say that ooh, what's that? Ooh, nice, fantastic. Let's need that. The one thing I do like about Lancer so far is that bloody heck, the animations really make it seem like a real spear fighter. Although if we are talking real world, you know, actual spear combat, don't do this sort of spinny thing with the spear, but in general, like real thrusting animations, but for the most part, instead of, you know, swinging it around like a lunatic on steroids and whatnot, which tends to be a little bit of a time thing. And also, I really do like the fact that the game actually has, well, Lancer has always been a and a Dragoon, Lancer and Dragoon, always been stable classes in Final Fantasy in general, but I really like fantasy games which give you spear as a fluffing option, because good grief! Oh, nice. Need that. Alright. Oh yeah, that is perfect. I even got it. I'm gonna worry about loot at the end. Wait, I got the dude. Oh, perfect. I got the third ability into this, so it needs to go. Nope, not that. Here. Right. Okay, that is really nice. Now I got a really good choker out of this. As in, neck piece. Alright, that's not a spellcaster, so let's do this one first. No, actually, it is not a... I read that wrong. I thought it was the third ability into this, but it is an alternative attack. Okay, now I understand. Okay, I thought it was the third attack into the bunch, but it is not. Okay, right. So it's this kind of an ability. Let's put it over there. Oh, that is actually decent. So it's basically a buff for a self damage buff. Where's the cast? There is the cast. So use this for a self damage buff. Ooh, that looks real nice. I like the animation. I do like the animation. One caster is dead, one caster is dead. You know what, this needs to go somewhere over there. for where how I tend to use my buttons. Because what I tend to do in general, when I play MMORPGs, is to have all abilities for all abilities for all classes which work in a similar fashion, bound to the same key no matter which class I'm actually playing. For example, if you look at my hotbars, D is the key, D here, that's the key where I always put my interrupt. If I have an interrupt or a silence, it goes there. If I have a both, interrupt goes here and silence goes somewhere else. But that's where the interrupt goes. This is where we need to at least do a little bit more of the cooldown management. Tank take a little less damage. There we go. So far, so good for loot. I'm gonna let the tank do his thing. I'm taking a little damage, that means I can burn cooldowns. Start with a stun. This game really works, tends to, at least so far. I don't know of high-end rating, but it really tends to work in such a fashion as you burn cooldowns at the start of a fight, not towards the end of the fight. So that's just how things work. Work here for us. Let's do this. Skip the cutscene. Don't need that. Thanks. I'm gonna see what we have for loot. Plundered trousers. Don't. Not for me, no. Oh, I still got it. Alright. What the? Why do I get this, all of this stuff? Let me stop spinning to do it. He's immune to stuns. That's mildly infuriating, but it is what it is. Let's redo my DPS buff. Somebody else has an AoE, so they can actually use the AoE to deal with the skeletons. Let's get out of this thing. You. Yes. Mightling dead. And then need to get my DPS buff up, and this boss is almost down. That's really nice. There we go. Boss down.